The future depends on what we do today. Mahatma Gandhi once said, "Ever been stuck in Jakarta's traffic so long that you start texting your own mom just to inform you're going to be late from school? Or ever walked home only to cough from the thick haze and wonder if the air you breathe is safe? Or ever stepped into a flooded classroom trying to save your homework paper from the water? I have, and I know I'm not alone. These small moments may seem personal, but they are part of bigger stories. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Shalom, Om Swastiastu, and Namo Buddhaya, Salam Kebajikan. Good morning, honorable judges, respected teachers, and my loveliest friends. How are y'all doing today? I hope you all are doing fine and healthy. My name is Thirza Namika, proudly representing 15th State Senior High School of Jakarta. Now, let me start with a simple question. What do you imagine Jakarta will look like in the next 50 years? Cleaner streets, smarter technology, or maybe even facing challenges we have never faced before. Because Jakarta is not just a capital city. Jakarta is the heart of Indonesia. Jakarta is the heart that beats for more than 10 million people, where everyone's dreams and life and opportunities lies on it. Now, this heartbeat, it's not new. Jakarta has been a city full of change and resilience for centuries. From the 4th century, Sunda Kelapa, 16th century, Jayakarta, Batavia under the Dutch, and finally, Jakarta. After independence, it has always grown, adapted, and survived through some tough challenges. Fun fact, Jakarta is also one of Southeast Asia's oldest continuously inhabited cities. Can you imagine the energy, diversity, and the history that comes with that? But behind this heartbeat, there are some struggles we cannot ignore. Here are the top 5 struggles that almost every one of us here have gone through and survived through. First, traffic congestions. From motorbikes to cars to buses. Almost every day, Jakarta's roads are often jammed, wasting our time, patience, and our energy. Second, pollution. Air so thick that you can almost taste it. Rivers that once carried life now carries plastic. Jakarta produces around 7,000 tons of waste daily, enough to fill almost thousands of trucks. This is not just the environment's problem, this is a health problem too. Third, flooding. Every rainy season, families not just lose their homes, but they also lose their sense of safetyness. Fourth, inequality. While skyscrapers shine in Sudirman, some communities still struggle for basic needs, education, healthcare, and even housing. Last but not least, gender inequality. Even in our modern city, Jakarta, men and women, no matter what their gender is, they still face discriminations, no matter in job opportunities, leadership opportunities, and even in safetyness. These are not just statistics or news headlines. They're the ones who affect our daily lives in various ways. Of course, behind every problem, there must be a solution us, the young generations, could give. Because these problems are the ones that affect our daily lives. Some of us have been late to school because of traffic. Some of us have coughed from a thick haze. And some of us have stepped into a flooded classroom. Here are the offering that I want the young generation needs to take. This is what I call the 5G, or the 5 guardian roles that us, the young generations, could take. First, the guardians of environments. Start by small, planting trees, reducing plastic use, and joining up cleaning up campaigns. Small actions like this will lead to a bigger impact later on. Second, the guardians of innovation. We are the digital technology era where every day we only hear technology, technology, and technology. With technology and creativity, we can create a better future ahead, a cleaner city, a healthier city, and a greener energy later ahead. Third, the guardians of unity, or what I call the bridge builders. Breaking barriers between rich and poor, urban and rural, genders and generations. Jakarta's strength is diversity after all. Fourth, the guardians of equality, or what I call the voices of equality. Speak up for those who are silenced. Workers' dignity, women's rights, children's education. Equality is a right, not a privilege. Last but not least is the guardians of initiative, or what I call the everyday doers. Making a difference starts small. Being kind, brave, even when it's hard. It's what it takes to be a better city ahead later on. Now, as Jakarta approaches its 500th birthday, I want all of us here to know that this year, it's not just a birthday cake with the number 500 on it. It's a signal that the next Jakarta will be written by us. Not tomorrow, not when we're older, now. Because if we don't move, then the story stays the same. It asks us, what kind of Jakarta are we celebrating? A Jakarta drowning in floods and pollution? Or a Jakarta standing tall, bright, and fair and sustainable where every man and woman can dream without fear? It is up to us. The answer is in our own hands. Remember, this history was not made up by gods or superheroes. They were like us. They were normal, ordinary human beings like us. They were the ones who chose to act, who chose to take a step ahead. They were the ones who were there when Jakarta needed them the most. We are the authors of the next Jakarta. The next Jakarta is not going to be written in books or history books. It's going to be written in our own actions. Now, this is what I mean by being a guardian. Not responsibility, but courage. Not power, but wanting to make a chance. Our guardians were the teachers who never gave up, the workers who kept the city alive, and the young generations like us who refused to stay silent. Like how Abraham Lincoln once said, the best way to predict the future is to create it. So let us create it together, layer upon layer, heart upon heart, action upon action, not only until Jakarta becomes the heart of Indonesia, but also the hope of Indonesia. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Shalom, Om Swastiastu, and Namo Buddhaya. Salam Kebajikan.